because clearly something was not working. I finally came to a conclusion. It sucks and it is ridiculously embarrassing to admit this, but I think I have to, and that is that I'm desperate. I think it's time that we talk.
Hello hamsters and welcome back to Little House with a beautiful stud that is my YouTube channel. So today I want to be speaking about James Charles. Oh, just that sentence alone makes me want to crawl inside. Last video was about Rachel Oates and Gabby Hanna, more so Gabby Hanna than Rachel Oates, but this situation I think is the only logical next step whenever something about drama did so well. Who would have thought? Anyway, let's continue on. If you want to see more content like this, like, subscribe, share this video. Don't forget to ring the notification bell if you're really interested in my content. And that's around it. Moving on. So, on April 1st, 21-year-old beauty influencer and controversy magnate James Charles released an apology video in response to allegations that he exchanged inappropriate messages with minors. In the video titled "Holding Myself Accountable," Charles shifts away from his former tactic of denying any wrongdoing and instead says that after spending time, quote-unquote, researching these topics and self-reflecting, he realized that he, and only he, was to blame for the interactions. He admits to having, quote-unquote, engaged in a flirty conversation with two 16-year-olds, once last year and once more recently, though he stands by his claim that in both situations he was told that the other person was 18 and believed them. I fully understand my actions and how they were wrong, he concludes. It's worth noting that the video only came after Charles was replaced as the host of the YouTube TV show he co-created, quote-unquote, Instant Influencer. Trisha Paytas and Ethan Klein, hosts of the H3 podcast and vocal critics of Charles, have both responded to his apology with skepticism. Klein tweeted that he believes the claims of quote-unquote desperation are an excuse for something much more serious. That's from The Cut and what they have said in their article about James. Now, naturally, I think you can't help but really see a pattern in this whole thing. Like, if it happened once and he genuinely didn't know, I believe that's where things would end. Like, that's it. And he would take rigid precautions not to repeat this, not to make this happen again. But, yeah, instead we get desperation, don't we? A really easy thing to slip under and to kind of cover yourself with. Can't speak today, can I? Another source is from The Insider, but after that I'm going to be giving a tiny bit of my opinion because I really think this is a disgusting situation. This is just the title. Let's just say that cruise shipping is the thing that adults do, right? Teens said beauty YouTuber James Charles sent them cruise ship messages. Here's how the explosive cruise ship texting scandal unfolded. Charles said he was quote-unquote reckless when he messaged the boys who he said he thought were 18. The video was posted after weeks of online discussion around allegations that Charles cruise ship texted with minors, which have been supplemented with several quote-unquote exposed TikToks posted by accusers that kind of show the cruise ship text Snapchats and direct messages sent between Charles and the teens. Now let's get into my opinion. As I've already said, I think we are clearly seeing a pattern in behavior, right? I genuinely cannot escape saying that because I think it's very obvious. Like, if it happens again and again and again, it's very difficult to believe that at least some of these were not a coincidence, that at least some of these were at least somewhat intentional. Okay, I'm trying to keep it vague. I'm trying my best to keep it vague. Obviously, the topic in question is horrifically disgusting. So, yeah, it's absolutely disgusting. And cruise ship texting minors is not a great look for a beauty guru. But then when was beauty community ever actually something that people looked for as a kind of beacon of morality and justice? Yeah, that does not excuse anything of what he's done, but I'm just saying, I think over the last 2 years we've seen the beauty community crumble completely, and I don't know, it's just a weird experience. And I think, unlike Shane Dawson, where I think so many people, I speak for myself as well here, I could not see a single thing that could potentially tell me, oh, Shane's wrong, like Shane's doing something that's not okay over here. No, I had literally no clue. But with James, I think most people had it in the back of their heads that he's already somewhat of a morally questionable person. I at least would like to think so, because it never seems that a person who... I mean, it seems like he has a date on his calendar to make a scandal, you know, like, oh, let me just take my calendar over here. February 26th, making a scandal, and then February 28th, a launch. That does not seem like, you know, being the person with good intentions. So for that reason, I never was like a huge fan of James Charles, but I can completely relate to people who are right now going through this whole thing of, oh, I used to kind of like what he's doing, and now I'm just completely baffled. But yeah, I also have, funnily enough, heard some of my friends, like last summer when all the Shane stuff was even heavier than it is now, you know, a couple of my friends were saying, well, we kind of find solace in James Charles now, and yada yada yada, he's not as bad as he used to be, but I believe that's just an illusion. It's almost like these people go through waves of huge scandal, then we have a bit of peaceful time because there's nothing I want to sell, and then huge scandal, then again bits of peaceful time because there's nothing I want to sell, and then again huge scandal. So I don't know what to say. This goes beyond any type of drama, this goes beyond any type of YouTube tea, this goes beyond YouTube, this goes beyond the internet. This is, yeah, I don't know. I feel like even though this is important to speak about, I think the community in general, the YouTube community, at this point is kind of sick of seeing this happen again and again and again with very young and very impressionable people. So, yeah, that's just all I want to say. I believe if you have an ounce of human decency in you, you will at least listen to the accusations and, yeah, lend a listening ear to people who suffered enough. That's around it. Thank you all for watching. As I already said, I feel kind of sick. I feel kind of sick of this repeating itself. I would love my channel to be a positive and an uplifting space and not a space of drama. Not a space of drama, but rather commentary and seeing a bigger picture. So yeah, I think this is an important message nevertheless. Like, I'm saying for myself and probably for so many people watching as well, we are sick of this. We are sick of this repeating itself. We are sick of creators not taking any accountability. We're absolutely sick of it. It's not something that should be happening. We are sick of seeing people who act as role models to very, very, very young people behave as the antithesis of that. Like, it just is that way. They behave so inappropriately. And yeah, we're sick of this crap. There we go. Thank you for watching. As always, if you want to support me in other ways, you can go ahead and like this video, subscribe, ring the bell, follow me on Instagram. There we go. Thank you for watching. I love you all so much. Hope you enjoyed this. For the next video, hopefully I have a bit more of an uplifting topic and something that makes me genuinely like have that spark, because this absolutely doesn't, but I believe it's necessary, so I just want to put everything out there. Bye.